For the most part, the main purpose of a website is to convert visitors into potential customers. Now, unfortunately, there are a lot of websites out there that actually contain things, or we can call them elements, that have the opposite effect. So in this video, I'm going to go over what these things are and let you know what you can do to rectify them. These things, though they may seem small to you, are actually very impactful because they present to your visitors as red flags. Red flags that can lead to apprehension and ultimately distrust. Now, my assumption is that's not what you had in mind when you created the website. So I'm going to cover the top 3 potential red flags you're presenting to your visitors in order. The number 1 biggest red flag that you could potentially have on your website is that when someone visits it for the first time, they're presented with the browser security warning page. For those of you who don't know what a browser is, an example is Google Chrome, we have Firefox, and we have Safari. And on Google Chrome, the page I'm referring to, being the security warning page, looks like this. The problem here is that a lot of people who own websites, they may have seen this page initially, they've clicked the proceed anyway link, and because they've done this, they don't see that anymore. But people who are newly visiting the website, they still see it, and this is a big problem. If you've been using the internet for over a year, you've more than likely run into this page, and what was your reaction for the most part? It was to bounce, you left. And that is what's going to happen with most of your visitors if your website has this problem. To rectify it, there are 2 ways in which you can check to find out if this is a problem for your website. The first and the easiest way is to have somebody who has never visited your website before visit it, and just ask them if they're presented with a page like this. It's going to be very obvious, so you won't need to dig any at all. Just ask them what do they see when they enter that link. The second way is for you to get into the incognito or the private mode, depending on your browser. You go into the private mode and then you type in your website URL and see what is presented to you. If you go directly to the website, then this is more than likely not a problem for you. Now, if you do see this page, or the person reports back to you letting you know that they saw this page, you need to rectify it ASAP, because chances are you're turning away the majority of your visitors just with this alone. The second red flag that I want to discuss is constantly asking your visitors to sign up or create an account. And I'm not talking about in situations that obviously would require it. For example, setting up your profile, maybe adding something to favorites. I'm talking about for basic website usage, for browsing the website, maybe sending a contact message. Basic things that people would not expect to have to create an account in order to do. And let me tell you why this is a bad thing to do. Majority of people, especially in the Caribbean, they're seeing these kind of things from movie streaming and sports streaming sites. You go on the site and you're constantly being forced to sign up here. You're watching the video, a pop-up comes where you have to sign up. These tactics come across as very shady, and though your intent may not be that, there's already an association in the mind of your visitors that sites that force you to sign up are bad. You want to disassociate yourself with those kind of tactics. Only ask for sign up when it's absolutely necessary and don't otherwise. This is a judgment call, but a rule of thumb is to not ask a user to sign up unless you actually need them to sign up in order to do the thing. Whether that be they need to sign up so that you can collect money before they can do it, or you need some kind of information from them in order to facilitate the thing. Avoid this at all costs, and please do not use those pop-up sign-up elements. People hate those and they come across as very scammy. The third red flag that will have impact on how you're viewed by your visitors is if you have spelling and grammar errors. No, yes, I know, this is not on purpose, but unfortunately, visitors don't care about that. All they're seeing is that you have grammar errors and spelling errors, so this is a site or person that does not pay attention to detail, and as such, they are likely to not provide good service. This may not be the case. It may be simply that this is an oversight, but as I said before, only you know that, they don't. And of course, there are varying severities to this, because let's say for example, you have a blog, right, and you have dozens, hundreds of posts. If you have a few grammar and spelling errors there, people forgive that due to the volume of content that you have. But if the spelling or grammar errors are on your home page or contact page, people will have a hard time looking past that. So just double check those pages specifically and ensure that everything is as it should be. Now, these are the 3 most impactful ones that are generally applicable. But of course, every business and every industry has specific things that can cause users to be turned away. If you have a website and you would like to iron out all of these potential wallet-scaring wrinkles, contact me for a website review. I provide them either live, meaning that you and me will be there either virtually or in person, and I'll be going through your website with a fine-tooth comb within 1 hour, pointing out all of the various problems that I see. Now, if your needs require something more in-depth, I also do what I like to call a comprehensive website analysis. This is a 2-week process which at the end results in a recommendations document. This document contains everything that I've been able to find during these 2 weeks, as well as recommendations on the solutions that you can implement to fix the problems. Alright? If you want a free solution to your problems, to iron out these potential red flags, I would suggest that you sign up for the website dojo. It is free, the link is in the description, and what you will have to do is continuously consume the content that is being presented in the website dojo, and over time you'll be able to iron out all these various issues and improve your website to transform it into a cash flow system. Okay, so like the video and I'll see you in the next one.